Okay, so let's jump right in. We all know that persistent headache, right? The back of a professional AV rack.
Oh, yeah.
It's just dominated by all those mismatched external power brick.
It's a technical mess. I mean, it's a serviceability hazard, and it's a huge risk when you're talking about high-density installs.
And that's what we're digging into today.
That is exactly our mission. We're going to be analyzing the tvONE 1RK system. Specifically, we're focusing on its core, the power module, the 1RK-6RU-PSU 250W power supply.
Right.
This system is really designed to take that operational chaos and, turn it into predictable, reliable infrastructure.
I've heard it described as like turning a chaotic drawer of loose, mismatched tools into a single, professional, custom-fitted toolbox.
That's a great analogy.
It promises to take devices from really any manufacturer, no matter the size or shape, and lock them into this uniform, standardized environment that manages both power and cooling for you.
And that patent-pending approach, that physical standardization of all this different hardware, well, that's what drives the immediate ROI. It's not just about neatness, it's pure operational efficiency.
Which, brings up the question of density. Once you standardize the physical format, how much can you actually fit in there?
Yeah, and efficiency is really the key selling point here. You can centralize the power and the cooling for, get this, up to 32 devices in as little as 4RU of rack space.
Wow, okay.
And the chassis themselves are flexible. They come in 4RU, 5RU, and 6RU sizes. But the whole objective is maximizing that internal volume while making sure every single device gets consistent managed power.
So once you get that kind of physical density, the next huge challenge is obviously power delivery, consistent power. And that's where this specific PSU module seems to come in. We're talking about 7 specific voltage levels you can select right there in the chassis.
Right.
Everything from 5 volts, 7.5, 9, 12, 13.5, 18, and 24 volts. I mean, that range covers virtually every small device in a typical installation.
That versatility is compelling for sure. But I have to ask, running 7 different voltages from one centralized 250-watt supply, which costs, what, $630?
Right.
Does that introduce any potential single points of failure that, technicians should be worried about?
It's a good question. According to the sources, the design mitigates that by focusing its power into this one robust main output, 250 watts at 28 volts DC. The distribution is then handled module by module.
I see.
Plus, it's built for that high-density environment. It even includes a dedicated 12-volt DC fan output rated at 11 watts just for internal cooling.
And what if you have something really unusual, a custom power need?
There's a pass-through for that. So you can use custom external sources, meaning the chassis stays adaptable. It's also scalable. You can put multiple supplies in one chassis or even have one feed power to an adjacent chassis.
That's pretty flexible.
And for anyone dealing with government contracts, this is important. The sources explicitly note the product is TAA compliant. So it meets those Trade Agreements Act requirements for federal procurement.
Okay, now let's talk about what this all means for, say, lifetime cost and maintenance.
Yeah.
This modular design, I think, delivers the biggest labor savings. A technician can just slide a failed device out to service it.
It's a hot swap, basically.
Exactly. Compare 10 minutes of doing that against an hour or more of cutting cable ties, tracing power bricks, and, tearing down a whole section of a traditional rack. That efficiency is the real selling point.
And looking at the purchasing logistics from HDTV Supply, it includes free shipping and lifetime support. That's phone, chat, text, and email. Plus, they offer additional discounts to government, military, and education accounts. So anything ending in .gov, MIL, edu, or .org.
There is, however, a really critical caveat here, one that kind of underscores the professional nature of this equipment.
Okay.
That $630 PSU module is categorized as non-cancelable, non-returnable, and non-refundable.
Wow.
There's signaling that this is a mission-critical component. You have to plan carefully, and if you need absolute assurance, they do offer a dual redundant power supply option.
But the price must jump.
It jumps significantly to $1,750.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? We started with that chaotic mess of external power supplies, and we've arrived at a system that guarantees uniformity, standard power, and vastly reduced maintenance downtime.
Right.
The 1RK system really is the ultimate professional answer to a mess we've all just kind of tolerated in high-density AV for years.
And this all raises a really important final question for you to think about. Given that this whole system is designed for max efficiency and easy maintenance, What does that trade-off, the non-refundable policy and that nearly triple jump in price for a dual redundant option, what does that tell us?
Is it just for the hardware?
Exactly. Is that jump in cost purely for the second physical power supply, or is what you're really paying for the actual cost of guaranteed absolute reliability mission critical infrastructure, something for you to chew on as you spec your next job?